Hey guys, it's Brendan here. So we actually have a Real Estate Investment Association meeting, or a REIA meeting. It's called Real Estate Investment Group of Long Island. And today, actually, we're going to have a guest keynote speaker. Her name is Anne-Marie Giovanello, and she's actually the owner of Titan Appraisals. She's one of the top certified and licensed appraisers in all of Long Island. So she'll be giving a presentation and also doing a Q&A today and answering any questions that everyone has. So it should be a full meeting today, actually. And here we go.
Making it up to FHA standards. I can't tell you how many times I go to investors and, the house is finished and, there's no railing. Well, and where's the railing? What do you mean?
No.
You need the railing, and it's a 3-foot drop. Well, that's enough.
Oh.
You'd be surprised. Yes.
So can you actually go into more detail about FHA and what the buying standards are and the bidding standards are for investing properties? Because we do have some unscrupulous investors who put very low quality material inside the houses to save themselves the property or build up more equity, in the houses. So how does that affect?
There's a really long list where if you go on Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac websites, they'll tell you the list. And I go over this with real estate agents all the time too, and they still don't get it.
You're licensed FHA?
I'm licensed FHA. You can't have any peeling paint anywhere. Your water pressure in your house has to be good. You need railings for just about anything. Anything I test all, even though it is code that you put in there, your CO detectors and your smoke detectors, you'd be surprised how many people don't. When I walk through the house, everything needs to be functioning. Even when, this is where now we really get down to things. In your basement, you have to, again, I would say go on the website, but even for your studs and your bolts and everything holding up the house, they have to be a certain way for FHA standards. Make sure your boiler is functioning, make sure everything's functioning in the house. There's, like I said, good water pressure, no peeling paint, it doesn't necessarily have to be newer, but working. So I find this a lot of times in quick flips, people who just kind of got their house at a good price and just kind of throw a coat of paint on it. That's really where I find the issues. I open and close every door, I open and close the garage door. That's when I crawl into your attic space. I just did a house in Wyandanch, ironically. It looked like it was a nice flip. It really did. And I said, I go in the attic. I had to go in the attic for an FHA. Even a little crawl space. I was like, I don't know what died in this attic, but there's still a problem in this house.
Yeah.
So, because then I go up in the attic and I'm looking around and it was bad. Like I was gagging bad. And I was like, there is something still wrong. And I have, FHA, I have to report it to the bank because FHA appraisers, are held to a certain standard, and those are the first lawsuits towards appraisers, or the bad FHA appraisals. So you can try and cover up as best you can, but and like I said, this was it was just a normal sale in Wyandanch. She flipped the house, and it looked, like I said, really nice. And then everything was fine. I got in the attic, and I was like, oh, bad. This is bad, 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 bad. And then I found, because he had wiring hanging down the attic, then he had, instead of a weird pole with, he took a hole through it and had all these exposed wires going through it, the smell, so I took pictures and had to report it to the bank. So, you don't expect sometimes, now that's a heavily FHA area, they should know better. So.
Well, FHA has to be habitable now, so you have to do specific things that long to close.
Yes, and there can't be
no
any
way
danger.
around it.
No, there cannot be any danger.
I suppose what he just said has to be habitable. Hard money lending, does the house have to be
That's
habitable?
not an FHA loan.
No, for you to pick it up but if you're in an area where it's heavily FHA, like, believe it or not, over here, the Lindenhurst, the Hauppauges, they're very heavily FHA. The Wyandanches, the Brentwoods, because I know a lot of activity in Brentwood. That's where, and like I said, these appraisers, you still have some crappy appraisers who kind of walk through and do what they gotta do. whatever, they kind of draw a little square for the ranch and walk out of the house. And then there's some of us who still do what they're supposed to do, only because the banks are getting obscenely crazy with their requests. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where, like I said, there has to be running water. I mean, they want pictures of the stove on, the water running all over the place. I mean, you know. So I've gotten to a point with some banks where I feel like I should wear a body cam so they can actually see that I did these things. So, you know, some of us, like I said, some of the older guys who are on their way out, and sometimes you look at it, you get them as an appraiser and they don't care, and you're like, yay. And then sometimes you get people like me who probably make you, I know when I make a realtor nervous. I can tell right away when they know something's going on, or they know they're kind of nervous about their value. I can tell right away as soon as I see them. So.
When you bring them both cornered her out of East Patrick, remember when we
Yes.
went to 27 Clinton?
Yes.
And we did one of our skills, and I gave her the vision. Oh yes, we're gonna put a second floor on, we're gonna add 4 bedrooms, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And Aaron is looking at me like this out of the side of her eye. And Brenda jumped in and said, oh no, we're gonna do it like this. He said, where's the plans, what this is? And we were like, oh, we don't have those, but just you know me. Like, you know me. And then she came back, you know, with the as is, and she's really good with the as is, as well as the ARV, the applicant value on it. I said, Anne Marie, this is like $30,000 short over our numbers. And everyone was like, I couldn't find no comments what you guys were talking about. She just said it just like that. I'm like, and Brandon's scratching his head. I'm scratching Brandon's head. And it was just not a pretty sight.
Well, because sometimes, you know, and it happens a lot with investors, you know, you cling to that one house. I actually did a house for an appraiser who's flipping, and he didn't want to get involved, but he said, you know, I based it heavily on this house down the road. And again, he's an appraiser, so okay, good. And then he gives me a scope of work. His house is about 200 square feet smaller. He's not finishing the basement. He's not doing a bath. He's not doing it. He's not doing all these things. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? This is another appraiser. Like, this is what you're basing it off of? This is what you told the hard money lender? You're short just in what you told me about $35,000. So what do you know, he didn't get mad at me, it was fine, but, you know, like you hope to get 440, great. Finish the basement, put a bathroom down there. He didn't even want to do the roof. I mean, the other person like really gutted the house, looked spectacular. So you can't do, you know, just because it's a cave, well, there's a lot of other factors. So, you know, you have to think of things. And even when Naima was doing the ranch, I said, well, it was a nice square, but what are you doing upstairs? You know, because I know a lot of people, it was a small ranch. You could have made upstairs a master bedroom suite. It wasn't that big. You know, you kind of have to tell me, well, where's the staircase going to go? You know, usually in a cave, you know, then they have to turn the staircase. What are you going to do here? What are you going to do there? You know, you have to think about all of these things. So, again, it depends on who you are, what you're thinking about, and, you know, a lot of times I love when you meet with the contractor, because then I end up walking through with the contractor. And kind of like, you know, I don't need you anymore, because now the contractor's going to tell me what he's doing. So, and even sometimes when I talk to the contractor, he's like, oh, all right. And yeah, you think so? And again, I'm a good buffer for also, I just did it, a guy did it.
Hey guys, it's Brendan again. I hope you guys enjoyed the meeting. The meeting actually went over for 2 hours. It was about 2.5 hours. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to post all of it, but I hope you guys were able to take away some piece of information about finding the value of the property, the after repair value or the as-is value, or, you know, some general things to look out for when it comes to appraisals. We have a meeting every second Tuesday of the month at 1600 Express Drive North in Hauppauge. So please come out. You know, we have really good cookies at these meetings. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.